No, I'm joking. Yes, and we are back. Today we are doing I would consider a pretty exciting video, which I would call MindSpeak. Right? MindSpeak, the first development chip for the brain, right? First up, researchers at UC San Francisco and UC Berkeley have achieved a major breakthrough in brain computer interface technology. They developed a system that allows a woman with severe paralysis to communicate through a digital avatar. Electrodes implanted in her brain intercept signals that are translated in text, speech, and even facial expressions. This technology has the potential to revolutionize communication for people with disabilities, but also maybe some would therefore out. So let's break this down. It says how artificial intelligence gave a paralyzed woman her voice back. Now, so using that brain interface node at the top of her brain, they created an avatar on this TV screen. This is her digital avatar in which she's speaking to. It says, I think you're wonderful in her brain. He said this is the first time in history that not only speech, but also facial expressions have been synthesized from the brain to a screen as an avatar. Brain- And it says that the signal is capable of decoding these into text at an impressive 80 words per minute. Says far and said their goal is to restore a fully embodied way of communicating as a digital avatar. Now, if you guys have seen Transcendence with Johnny Depp, they uploaded his consciousness into a computer in the same way. As you can see, the most ways for natural was how it's a test from a man, and this is them testing a man who had experienced a brain stem stroke. Made it during the conference. Scientists have detected the 250-degree electric on the surface of the woman's brain. Aliens that have identified critical for speech. If you can see right here, this is them placing the node on the top of her head to intercept her brain waves for speech of communication. And so this node taps into the muscles in her tongue and her brain to be able to function this information back to the avatar. Those are the transfer to which leads to over several weeks. They worked with her. Her vocabulary, identify her speech and brain activity patterns. Training the AI to recognize entire words, especially the volumes of codes from phonemes with smallest subunits of speech. By adopting this approach, the computer only needs to learn 39 phonemes to decipher any word in English, typically improving the accuracy to generate a voice. The team developed an algorithm capable of synthesizing speech. Personalized this algorithm mimic the voice prior to her injury. So they used her old voice basically as a way processed in the database of the computer to mimic her brainwaves to know how to speak for her avatar. Her avatar speaking from her brain, from the note. Because in order to collaborate, they collab. In order to put this together, they collaborated with speech graphics, a company specializing in AI-driven facial animation software, and using customized machine learning processes. Team integrated the Symphony software with the brain signal to generate her attempt. Now, now, this is where it gets interesting. The team eventually hopes to create a brain interface on this level. Look into the future, they want to create brain computer interface. Funny how that keeps coming back up. Neuralink, SegNet with Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. Pay attention, people. You got the answers to the test. So they want to create a wireless version of the BCI to put your mind in this avatar. Yeah. This is them using that chip in their brain to move robotic drones. Again, I'm saying it again. This is the chip in that person's head moving a drone by their mind. This is them using a robotic arm to pick up items from those cubicle holes. And this is supposed to be helping people with paralysis at the moment. This is them playing video games and changing TV. So you have heard it first. MindSpeak is the world's first AI BCA driven avatars with 253 nodes at the moment for humans. And this was we for technological conditions, injuries. This, as you can see, is somebody using this brain interface chip to give them legs and have them walk. It says potential to revolutionize the lives of millions worldwide, and they're saying it's strictly for limitations of a physical disease. But in between the line, that's where we go into our next phase of things. I'm going to show you guys a robotic dog that you can purchase at the moment. It's called a Unitree Go 01 Pro quadruplet robot dog. And you can purchase this at this store, but also on the ever so famous Amazon. That's right. You can purchase a robotic dog right now on Amazon for $5,000 basically. So this technology is out here at the moment. You can buy it on Alibaba for $3,000. Now, my point in showing you is to show its capabilities. This is what the dogs can do currently right now. As you can see, it's moving around, moving from side to side, to the back. Very interesting capability. These are the different dogs up there that they have. It's on its hind legs, going back and forth, dancing. And this is them dancing in co-unison of each other. This is the dog at the CES 2023 right now. And this is available to the public as of now. And introducing around the corner, Unitree is introducing the first general purpose humanoid robot, embedded AI, priced below 90,000. The preview of a half a year achievement. the highest powered performance robot of its counterparts with similar specifications in the world. I don't know if you guys can see that, so I'm just gonna see. Put it like this. I think it's and you can see it's walking forward. Just with the camera. Yeah, the camera, how the double encoder. In 3 to 10 years, let's get together with our robots. Oh, how interesting. They tell you 3 to 10 years. But this same company, you can buy a Unitree robotic dog on Amazon as we speak. So, what was the purpose of showing all this and how it connects to crypto? Well, as you can see, MindSpeak, the world's first AI BCI driven avatars, is in production as we speak. And you can now purchase robots, dogs, and very soon your own robot in the near future, if not tomorrow. And yes, I've shown this for people to understand, right? As I say all the times, pay attention, people. These are the answers to the tests of life going forward. The reality of it is, our world will be an AI driven robotic society of smart cities, 15-minute cities, and therefore after. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the worst thing, a bad thing, if you become a preparer instead of somebody who just adapts to the situation. History favors those that are bold enough to get in front of it and make the best of it. And the people that are not usually become victims and become overboard and irrelevant and forgotten. Hopefully, with this information going forward, people will be able to pay attention that our world, it's not tomorrow, it's not today, it's yesterday. The future is here. I, Kella, consider myself somewhat of a futurist. I live in the future and I count the days in the present and I study the past to put it all together. Going forward, it is important you pay attention to what's happening because those that are asleep might not be able to wake up this time. This is Kal-El doing the video on MindSpeak, the first AI avatar program, and the Unitree dog robots, which you can purchase on Amazon. Signing out.